What's up? So real quick, I'm working with Compass right now, 4 years in real estate. Last year did over $270,000 in GCI with real estate. I also was a wholesaler for a little bit. I went on YouTube here and I noticed that when you look up how to get leads to cold call for real estate, there's literally no videos that show you how to get leads to cold call for real estate. They're all talking about the scripts and the opening line and calling the leads and stuff live, but none of them are actually talking about how to get the leads that you can then cold call. So in this video, I'm going to quickly show you how you can find the leads and how you can call them for the cheapest prices possible. Okay, I'm going to tell you my whole process top to bottom. I've used several dialers. I've used several platforms to pull leads. I've used several skip tracing tools. I'm going to break all that down for you in this video, but I'm going to focus mostly on pulling the leads. That's what I'm going to show you here in this video. So just to jump into why you should even listen to me, if we go into this document here, which I'm going to give you access to at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you a keyword. If you comment the keyword, you will get access to this document. I'll comment it back to you. So this is for realtors, wholesaling, and investors, okay? People listen to me that make money, as you can see from right here. You can see right here, 270K in GCI. This is a client that I helped, had 23 deals under contract, which is nuts. A little bit of lifestyle stuff, traveling, seeing mountains and animals and cool stuff, trampolines, pools, whatever. Dream car, yep. Shameless plug. I do have a community, $37 a month. You get access to 9 courses where you can learn how to get virtual assistants for $5 an hour, how to run ads, how to scale your business, different SOPs that I use. School.com/GHR if you want to take a look at that and learn a little bit more. But yeah, to jump into the process, I know there's PropStream and batch leads. PropStream and batch leads are both about $99 a month. They're both pretty good. PropStream is okay though in comparison to batch leads. Batch leads is just way cleaner. I've been using it for a long time. I did use PropStream for a long time as well, so I do have experience with both. And the video that I'm going to play at the end of this video is this video here. Okay, so in the beginning of this video, I'm just going to show you what kind of leads I like to pull. I'm going to show you how I actually use my dialer, what dialer I use, and then we'll jump into actually pulling the leads. If you already know how to use the dialer, you already like your dialer, you could skip maybe a minute or two out. But yeah, really quick, you do need to skip trace these leads. Once you get these properties, these are actual properties. Now you need to actually know how to call them, right? You need their phone number, okay? You need a dialer that's going to call them back to back. So, okay, just to jump into how all this works, firstly, I want to show you what dialers there are on the market. Batch dialer is $139 a month. Mojo is $99 a month. Doesn't really have many features though, just a dialer and a standard CRM. Ready Mode is $150 a month. And then Call Tools, really, really clunky, really ugly, $102 per month. Vulcan 7 is $359 a month. So, because all these are super expensive and they're clunky and they don't have tons of features, I have actually found High Level. I've used all these dialers I just talked about. I use Go High Level. You can get the $297 a month plan, but everybody pretty much gets the $97 a month plan. Okay, and it comes with, the reason why I use it is because it comes with email marketing, SMS marketing, sales funnels, website builder, call tracking, booking and appointments, tracking and analytics, courses and products. I can collect payments on it. I can build out websites. I can do all this crazy stuff. And I have a dialer within it. Okay, it's very, very simple to use the dialer. I actually made a video on how to use the dialer. But listen, if you want all my automations, you want my dialer automations, you want my funnels and things like that, you can get it for free if you sign up for Go High Level, the 14-day trial. After that, it's $97 a month using the link that I put in the description and also on the document. Okay, it's cheaper than all the other dialers I just showed you, literally cheaper than all of them, and has significantly more features. If you want to know how to use that dialer, watch the other video that I'm going to pin at the end of this video. Okay, now that we went over the dialer, let's jump into how I actually get my leads. Okay. Firstly, you need to skip trace them. Batch leads will give you 200 free skip traces per month. It's going to cost you about 12 to 15 cents per lead. This is the name of the game. You can't skip this. Don't be cheap. This is your business. You have to do this. There's no way around it. If you want to get a little bit cheaper though, I do have a plug that's 6 cents per lead, which you can get by joining my community. I'll give you that plug. It's somebody in the Philippines. I've used them countless times. Amazing, amazing data. Okay, you usually get 3 to 5 phone numbers per property. Really, really good stuff. Okay, $37 a month for the community. You can cancel anytime that you want very, very easily. You'll also learn how to hire virtual assistants to do the calling for you. I recommend you only hire somebody when you're 100% ready and you know exactly what you're doing. If you do want to get access to the courses, the community, the calls that I do on a weekly basis, school.com/GHR, you can see right here, it's 6 cents per lead. Okay. collect the leads, put it into the dialer, and watch this video that I'm going to actually pin at the end of this video. You will get a free script here on this document, okay? And then get a VA to do the work for you. You can learn a little bit more about how I can get you a VA, or you can join the community and learn about getting a VA. The key word is money. Comment money if you do want this document, okay? So let's jump into exactly how I pull the leads, why I use batch leads, okay? And if you're wondering what leads to pull, my favorites are absentee owners and expired listings as a realtor. As a wholesaler, my favorite is absentee owners and pre-foreclosures, okay, if you're a wholesaler or investor, okay? So those are the leads that I pull. Go ahead and watch the video all the way into the end about exactly how I pull my leads. Make sure you get that dialer. It's significantly cheaper. You can do text automations, email automations. You can even do ringless voicemail. You can build out websites, all this stuff. Okay, so let's jump into the video on how I pull my own leads. So this is batch leads. This is where you're going to be able to gather a whole bunch of properties based on specific criteria. It's pretty similar to PropStream. If you're a real estate agent or investor, you might have heard of PropStream. This one is 10 times better, I can guarantee it. And I'm going to show you why in this video. Now, if you're not a real estate agent or real estate investor, I'm going to be making another video for this course, I might have already, where I'm going to show you how you can actually scrape leads off of different websites. So for instance, let's say you're a financial advisor, you'll be able to go onto doctors' websites, lawyers' websites, and grab the information of those doctors and lawyers with a click of a button. I'm going to be talking about that in another video. So if you're not involved in real estate, that might be better suited for you if you do want to grab leads to be able to call them in a dialer. So I use batch leads instead of PropStream because they're the same price, right? The way that it works is there's a $59 membership, I believe, to get 10,000 new properties per month. And then I believe there's a $39 membership to be able to save up to 100,000 properties. So you kind of do need both if you want to continuously get properties. Otherwise, you could just, get a bunch of properties, cancel the $59, hold the $39 to just keep the properties that you have on there. That comes out to the same price as PropStream. So I have 19,274 properties. I obviously have other platforms that I've gotten properties from, but you can skip trace on here. I believe it's 12 cents all the way up to, I think, 18 cents. I think my membership has 14 cents skip tracing. The higher that's here, obviously, the more you're paying, the cheaper the skip tracing is going to be. But don't use this for skip tracing, right? I've obviously used this for skip tracing before, but I discovered a new way that's 6 cents per lead, which is extremely, extremely cheap. And I'll be talking about that in another video. I won't talk about that in this one. Actually, you know what? I'll just give you the quick information here. So it's somebody that does freelance real estate work, whether it's, doing some quick calls for you, doing some quick texting, social media management, whatever it is. They do one-off jobs, right? They'll just do something once for you, and if you want another service in the future, you can go back to them. So one of those things that they do is skip tracing, right? So this is them. So you can contact them on WhatsApp. This is their phone number here, 63975-882-8801. And then their email is amd.reprofessionalservices@gmail.com. And like I said, you can contact them for anything. And I'm going to be making a separate video on this for anybody that wants more details on what they do. But if you want to contact them, you can use this WhatsApp number and email. So here in Batch Dialer, all you need to do is go to property search. You'll search the area that you want to search in, and then you'll be able to filter things like vacancy status. Is it vacant? Is it occupied by the owner, or is it an absentee owner, meaning that maybe they don't live there, maybe nobody lives there, or maybe they have a tenant, or maybe their family lives there instead of them. Those are people that are more likely to sell than someone who actually lives in their own property. So I really, really like absentee owner. I've had a lot of success with absentee owner, and a lot of people do not call absentee owner. So I usually do both in-state and out-of-state. So I'll use absentee owner for this example, and I'll just show you all the different things that you can filter, right? You can filter the bedroom, the bathrooms. I don't ever use these filters here. Using PropStream or batch leads are not good for finding expireds. I'll talk about that later on. And then for ownership info, sometimes I'll do, they've owned it at least 5 years. You'll find a lot of tired landlords that own a lot of property and just want to get rid of some and pull the cash out. And then you could also do estimated value, estimate equity. I usually don't touch these. Mortgage info, cash buyers. I usually don't filter any of these things here because it's, it tends to not be accurate. They're not going to know if they're a car owner or, exactly their income or net worth. So I typically don't play with this. And again, you can filter all different types of things. If you want to target multifamilies, you can go ahead and add the number of units. Property types, you could do actually classification, residential. You can also target commercial with this, which is great. And then all we need to do is click apply, and then we see what we came up with. And then let's add another filter. Let's say I only want, 3 units or more because I just want multifamilies, let's say. Click apply. All right, so we have 29,000 properties. All I would need to do is click select. I could select all if I want, or I could only select, maybe 0 to 1,000 if I just want 1,000 right now. Right, I select 1,000, and then all I need to do is click add, and then I can create a new list if I want, or I can add it to an existing one, create a new tag if I want, or I can add it to, you know, absentee owner, and then I can click save, and then it's gonna end up in my lists. And then once it ends up in your list, this is the most important part, right? So let's say I'm selecting a list here. I'm gonna filter, and let's say I want absentee owners in Chelsea, but I want to exclude, you know, this is just a really random example. These lists are not going to collide, but here's an example. Let's say I want to exclude specifically 306 Gold Street, right? I could do that. I could apply the filter, right? Now, 2 of them are active, so I obviously don't want to target ones that are already on the market. So I'll click on active right here in the quick filter down below. I'll click this, and then all I need to do is click opt out. So I'm going to opt these 2 out. And the cool thing about this is, like, the fact that there's 2 on the market right now means that there were 2 listings that I possibly could have gotten, and that motivates me because that shows me that there are things on this list that I'll be able to actually target, call, you know, and get that listing. And then I'll also do recently sold. This is, I believe, properties that were sold in the last year. I'll click this, and I'll also make sure this is opted out. I would just click high equity. I would add everybody here by selecting this button, and then we would just export to Excel. Once we export to Excel, we'll go to reports, you know, and you can use all these different filters down here: free and clear, liens, you know, unknown equity. There's so many filters here that are really, really good to target, and you can stack different things like, you know, absentee owner, you know, a lien, a foreclosure, or whatever. You just stack a whole bunch of things against each other, and you're much more likely to get a way better list. So now I'll click reports. I'll go to import / export. I'll see what I exported right here, or actually down here, and then all I need to do is click that save button, and then I'll go ahead and either skip trace that here in batch leads, or I'll send it out to the person that does it for 6 cents, have them skip trace it, they'll send it back to me, then I can upload it into batch dialer and call them. I'm also going to show you guys in another video how you can do ringless voicemail, right? This is where you'll leave a voicemail to someone that you didn't actually call them. It just left a voicemail in their voicemail. I don't know how it does it, but it's amazing. I'll show that in another video. Batch leads is also really, really good for doing SMS marketing. So if you want to do SMS marketing for anything, batch leads has a really, really good system for that. Look up the YouTube videos, check it out. But that's the video here for batch leads. If you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll see you in the next video. One final thing I forgot to put in here. If you do want to use batch leads for expireds, all you need to do is get expired listings from your MLS. It should be really easy to filter out the expireds. I use Compass. They have all the MLS's systems built into one. So all I need to do is filter expireds. I've seen plenty of videos of people doing it on their MLS system. Grab those expired listings from your MLS, whether you're able to export it or if you have to just drag and copy and paste into a spreadsheet. Go ahead and copy and paste it into a spreadsheet, export the spreadsheet, upload it into batch leads, and then you'll be able to use batch leads to filter the properties like absentee owners or, you know, recently sold, actives, all those things. And you'll be able to grab those expired listings, filter out the ones you no longer want, and just download the ones that you do want to be able to export that and have that skip trace. Because you don't want to grab your expireds from your MLS and then just immediately skip trace, because you're going to waste money. Some of those listings were recently sold, some of them are active, some of them are just not worth working on. So make sure that when you do it, you know, you get the expireds, make sure you funnel it into this system on batch leads, and then export it once you did all your filtering, and then from there you'll get the best list possible of expireds. And this is for old expireds, by the way. New expireds, you'll use the other things that I talked about in the batch dialer video. All right, see you in the next video.